What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Salty Rant. Your host with the most returned to do a channel update on Bradley Bullshit, aka Not So Honest Abe, aka Labia, aka Dishonest Labia, so on and so forth. Bradley Bullshit is very upset with the Salty Rant right now. He is going on and on and on and on and on about yours truly, the Salty Rant. He's mad. He can't get anything done. He's pissed off. And he just doesn't know what to do. Hey, Tammy, welcome. He's mad as fuck because I exposed him to YouTube and the world well over a year ago now. I heard through an anonymous source that he's been live for over 8 hours today. So it is what it is. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Tammy knows, because he was there for that. I have a lot of good friends on YouTube that I've developed over the years. I did a play on words with my subscribers, and I called them salty swimmers. And I have to dig through my archives, but I actually have a screenshot of Not So Honest Abe asking me to come find him and put him out on YouTube and expose him to the world and La La Land. I did what he asked, so that wasn't really doxing, but Not So Honest Abe, a.k.a. Labia, a.k.a. Bradley Bullshit, because his initials are BS. And what do I think of BS? I think of bullshit. I call him Bradley Bullshit. This guy is so mad, so pissed off, that he's still trying to contact We the People Tarrant Wars to let him know where he thinks my current employer is. A long time ago, and I forgot that I had actually done this until it came up. When Swami was alive, he kept trying to pump me for information on where I worked. I told him that I worked for APG, American Protective Group out of Anaheim. I had forgotten to delete that post. And so when We the People Tarrant Wars found out about it, they started emailing and calling and doing all kinds of crazy shit to try to get me fired. Much to the chagrin or disappointment of We the People Tarrant Wars and many others, it turned out not to be a current employer. So there was nothing that they can do. Now, I realize as a public figure on YouTube and in social media in general, the things that I say and do that are not appreciated by other people make me a target. Hello, Mama Cookie. Welcome. And there are people out there like Bradley Bullshit that will try to get information on someone such as myself to get me fired from my job because they're jealous. Now, Bradley Bullshit could have paid his Illinois state income tax, but for whatever reason, he didn't. Hey, Bouncer Slab, welcome. Bradley Bullshit is mad at me because I'm not really on YouTube. I told you guys that I'm taking a break from YouTube. I'm trying to figure things out for myself as far as my Christian beliefs and values go. And I know that when I talk about my Christianity, a lot of people want to go ahead and bite back on it. Oh, Salty Rant's not a true Christian. Oh, Salty Rant's full of shit. Well, be that as it may, I don't really care what anyone says. Here's the thing. I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior, and I'll blast it from the rooftops and the mountaintops. I don't care if you agree with me or don't. I don't care if you're an atheist. I don't care if you're a Scientologist. I don't care if you're a Hare Krishna or a Mormon. I don't care if you're a Baptist, a Methodist, a Greek, a Catholic. It makes no difference. I don't care if you believe or you don't believe. I believe. This is who I am. But a lot of people want to go ahead and attack me because of my faith. I didn't like who I became over the last 4 years, from 2020 to 2024. I knew in my heart I needed to change. I knew in my heart I needed to do something different. So therefore, I'm doing something different. But when I hear all this crazy shit about Bradley bullshit going live for 8 hours and getting crazy and wanting to talk mad shit about good old Salty Rant, I thought that it would be necessary to do a follow-up video and a channel update. Bouncer Slab, I love you. You're one of my greatest mods. Thank you. So, here's the thing, guys. I don't worry about what people say anymore. I don't let it get under my skin. I don't even let it affect me. Like I said, Bradley Bullshit would like nothing more than to dox my work and to have a bunch of people flood call my work and try to say I'm a terrible person, or I'm this, or I'm that, or whatever. I've already talked to my employers at great length. What I do on my own time does not reflect the company I work for. It does not affect the clients I work with. And I would really appreciate it if you would all get it through your thick skulls, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to get fired for my views and opinions and demeanors on YouTube. The things that come out of my mouth are my views on life and everything in general. That's right, Bubba. You're absolutely correct on that. And, you know, a lot of people have seen a change in me. Just the other week, Bradley Bullshit was typing in the Pauly Crispy Zone's chat. Even though I'm not a fan of Pauly Crispy, they were telling the truth about me. I wasn't the reason that Emo was evicted out of his house in Mexico, Maine. And Bradley was talking so much bullshit, it wasn't even funny. Now, Bradley doesn't want to be called Bradley. He used to go by Agent Orange a long time ago. And then he used to go by Brett when he was in Lady Di's chats. Bouncer Slob, you have a way with words. And it's funny because you always get me off topic. I won't be here for long. As you all know, I work graveyard. And I'm dedicated to going to work every day and paying my bills and my taxes. Bradley Bullshit. That's how I'm able to still go to work and make money. There's been a lot of things that have come up with Bradley Bullshit. In fact, the last time I went live, before I got knocked off of StreamYards for whatever reason, I got a call from a number with a Guam prefix. Bradley Bullshit was trying to interrupt my live stream because that's what he does. He doesn't want me to come back and tell you the truth about March 12th, 2023. For several months, Bradley Bullshit was taunting both myself and Paul and Fullerton to come find him and expose him. Through a good friend of mine who will not be named because I don't want them talking about them. Bradley Bullshit was found out 2 days later at his insistence and request, his urgence, if you will. And I found him and I exposed him. And you all know it because everybody on the internet got all of his Facebook videos. His Let's Get Ready to Rumble, where he clears his throat, talking to the cop while it was snowing. No, Bouncer Slab, I don't want it erased. In fact, it's good entertainment. The thing about Bradley Bullshit is he's picking fights with everybody on the spectrum. Now, it's been said by Flying Monkey, who has an autistic child, that Bradley Bullshit is somewhere on the spectrum. And I agree with her 100%. But I also agree that Bradley Bullshit didn't get enough love and hugs as a child. And he's trying to validate his position in life now, in his late to mid 30s, early 40s, however old he is, living in mom's basement. With all the time he spends on YouTube and all the community posts he does about myself and others, he is going to blow his own mind. It's been rumored, but not proven beyond a shadow of a doubt as fact. So I have to say alleged. It's been alleged that Bradley Bullshit could possibly be on meth because of all of his time on the internet. Hey, Roadhog, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for showing up. I won't be long. So basically, Bradley Bullshit's upset with me. He doesn't want me to win. And I don't really feel like I'm winning in the sense of going back and forth with him, but I am going to speak the truth about Bradley Bullshit. I don't believe he was ever a cop. I don't think he was ever law enforcement. Other than being a university public safety security guard, I think that's the extent of it. Was he actually on the CERT team with the sheriff's department? Well, if he spells CERT, S-E-R-T, then I call it the Sheriff's Emergency Restroom Team, or the Shithouse Emergency Restroom Team. That's how I look at Bradley Bullshit and the bullshit that comes out of his mouth. He always wants facts to be proven with receipts. Well, I have the receipts, Bradley Bullshit, and you know it. You don't like it, but I got it. So he has the lingo. He basically dropped the bottom out of everything. Going and doing what he's doing. 8-hour long live streams, going crazy, picking fights, saying bullshit, trying to play double agent again for We the People Tyrant Wars. Even We the People Tyrant Wars, I hate to say this, We the People, please don't get a big head over this. You do still have a modicum, a little bit of intelligence to know that Bradley Bullshit is full of bullshit and not believe anything he says to you about me or other people because he can't prove it. Bradley Bullshit still thinks my current employer is American Protective Group out of Anaheim, California. It's true that I worked for that company. I think it was either late or early 2019. I think it was late 2018, early 2019 when the pandemic was kicking off. I could be wrong. Be nice, Tammy. But, you know, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing that's crazy. I don't need to get into a protracted fight. I'm going to get the screenshot from my archives where Bradley Bullshit challenged me to come find him and expose him to YouTube and La La Land. I'm going to go ahead and show you some things that you have seen before probably and speak on things that I've already talked about. You know, when I first found Bradley Bullshit on Facebook, he tried to say that it was a random guy on YouTube with his same name. Said he was a cop or firefighter in Illinois, but that's not true. Because a document soon surfaced showing Bradley Bullshit in his real name not paying his Illinois state income tax and getting his security license revoked. Then Bradley Bullshit decided that he wanted to go out and tell the FBI and Homeland Security about yours truly, the Salty Rant, because according to Bradley Bullshit, he worked interior for the Department of Homeland Security because allegedly he worked at the Rockford Airport as a security guard. And they were going to come over and visit me. And if anybody has any information or they saw that live stream, please contact him at his Gmail account or whatever it was he had at the time. We all got a great laugh out of it. It was fun. We had a good time with it because we all knew it was bullshit. Straight up. Bradley Bullshit is mad because just like Colton Wood, every time he tries to make an example of me, he gets made fun of, and he's the one being made the example of. Now, I don't know why that is. I'm not like the Teflon Don, but if you take a pile of shit and you throw it at the wall and you see if it's going to stick, it usually just slides down the wall and falls on the floor. Bradley Bullshit, I said, you know better. You got to know by now, nobody believes anything you have to say. If you're lying about being former law enforcement, then you're lying about other things. Damn, Tammy, you need to be nice. You know, Bouncer Slab. Fuck me. I'm dying over here. That's hilarious. Anyway, so Bradley Bullshit's mad because he keeps trying to bring me into these conversations. I don't really need to be part of it. When I get the screenshot, I'll either go live or I'll make a video about it, and I'll let you guys all know. And I'll go back in time and recount the history yet again. And this time I'll probably keep it up on my channel, because if someone dares you to find them and dox them and invites you to do it, you're not really doxing them. Now, I took all the videos I had on Bradley Bullshit and I put them on private. And I tucked them away in an archive because Bradley Bullshit is the type of person to take what you're doing and try to use it against you per YouTube's terms of service and rules. He hides behind the YouTube terms of service because that's who he is. Sorry, I'm not that guy. If I have something to say, I'll say it. I'm really trying to curb my language. As far as I know, I haven't used any 4-letter swear words. I haven't really been vulgar, and I really don't want to be vulgar. I want to tell you the facts. I want you to make your own conclusions and decisions based on the things that I have to say. Okay? And I want you to think about this for yourself in your own opinions. I would love feedback on this video from everybody here. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel the need, share it. You have my permission. If you want to leave a good comment that hopefully YouTube or Google won't remove, please do. Please be respectful. But I remember a picture in one of his photo collages on his Facebook channel where Bradley Bullshit was like 8 years old, and he went to, I guess it was a police introduction to the community, like a community event. And I remember the police officer pinned a badge or ribbon on his shirt, and he was so proud that day. And basically, ever since then, I think he had stars in his eyes about becoming a police officer. And I think it's funny because if he's willing to lie to the community, he used to go by Agent Orange a long time ago. Then he went by Brett. And when he first came to Lady Dies, he talked about being a security guard and how he had the FBI outside of his house watching him because he said or did something where he wasn't able to become law enforcement. Now, all of a sudden, years later, he comes out of the woodwork mad. Tammy, come on, be nice. But when he came to Lady Dies, he wasn't a cop. Now, all of a sudden, years later, after I blew up Lady Di's badges, because, you know, Lady Di used to put in her title, former LEO, former Leo, but she's no longer using that title because everyone knows it's bullshit. Damn, Bouncer Slab. You're making it very difficult for me to stay on topic. Be nice. So, basically, it's like this. Either he's lying before or he's lying now. I'm pretty sure he's lying about all of it. And according to Lady Di, he knows where all the bodies are buried. He has systematically destroyed every relationship Lady Di has had with anyone, including Miss Joe, so he can have her all to himself. He can isolate her and control her channel. Even Wile E. Coyote, even though I don't get along with the guy and I think he's an asshole, oh, said a bad word, he even got pushed aside. And it's funny to me because Bradley Bullshit is the type of guy to take a lady like Lady Di, who I believe suffers from dementia, Alzheimer's, and other things at her age based on the things that have come out of her mouth and her behaviors. And I believe that she's suffering somehow and needs help. That was the only reason I ever reached out to Andrew, her son-in-law, who told me she was a bully her whole life. She was never in law enforcement, even though she was on the CERT team as a volunteer for hazmat. You know, Mama Cookie, that's a great point. I love your comment. And you're right. He's a hater and they always want attention, so let him hate and eventually karma will catch up to him. Wow. Bouncer Slab. Seriously, though, you know, he is a hater of women. And he would like nothing more than to dox my actual job. And Tammy, be nice. He's a hater of women. He was raised by two very strong-willed women, his mother and his grandmother. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of guys that never had fathers growing up, and they turned out to be just fine. In Bradley's case, I really don't know what happened. But Bradley is the one putting his business out on the internet for everyone to see. Bradley, excuse me, Bradley is running around acting all crazy, doing stupid shit, saying stupid shit. You know, and I just think it's funny that Bradley Bullshit is going to try to convince all of you what a bad person I am. Like I said, and I've always said this, I've always been a Christian under construction. So I'm constantly under construction. I'm constantly trying to better myself. I'm constantly trying to be a better Christian. And I struggle with my faith. And I don't know of any Christians who don't struggle with their faith like I do. But I know that I eventually stick with something. I'm going to be good at it at some point. The point that I'm making, ladies and gentlemen, is you can derive whatever you want from my words. For the people that support me, my salty swimmers, everybody here in chat, I can't thank you enough. Because without your continued support, I wouldn't have a channel and I wouldn't have a topic in which to bring everything to you all. And I'm just very grateful to have you all in my corner. Well, be that as it may, Bouncer. You're always welcome here. We always get a laugh out of the things you say and do. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go. I have to get ready for work. I want you all to know that everything I give you through my eyes, my interactions both online and off. And basically, everything I give you is in my opinion. You know, everything I give you is in my opinion. So with that being said, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I am your Salty Rant for 2024. And I declare I'm out this bitch. And you should be too. Take care, everybody. And when I get that information, I'll either be making another live stream or making a video in honor of Bradley Bullshit. Take care, everybody. Love you all and respect you all. Have a great night.